All right, all right. What's going on, family? Coming back with this part two about the military draft for 2024. Answering a few more questions from my previous video. Realize that if you've been paying attention with what the government has been doing, you should have saw this set up years ago. Now, it haven't went all the way into effect yet because they still waiting on the House Senate, if I'm not mistaken, and how they also are trying to make the women, register too. Why do I want to do this part two about registering? And I say this, been saying this for years. The more the government gives you, the more the government will control you. Because if you notice what they keep talking about, the recruitment is low, very low. Because a lot of people are waking up and seeing what's really going on. And nobody gonna fight for this country. First of all, this ain't even my war. It ain't your war. If you know what I'm talking about. And one way or the other, if you look at how the government has been operating, okay, what else do I think may happen? And this is my opinion when I say this. If you don't register to vote, I believe they're gonna start doing stuff like, I'm gonna take your license away. They're gonna make it where they're gonna take something away. It's gonna make more and more people want to register to vote, and not only register to vote, register to go to the ministry. I mean, yeah, be registered to go to the military. They're gonna make it. They're gonna always make it uncomfortable for you to live. And y'all wonder why I keep saying when the Bible said the just shall live by faith. It's so many single moms that have emailed me because they have boys who are about to turn 18. Like I said, this law haven't went all the way into effect yet, but do I believe it's gonna go all the way into effect? Like I was saying in the other video, I'm pretty sure it is. Because one thing we know about this government system, when they get an agenda, when they want to do something, they're gonna do it. And just like I was talking about Ali, back in what was that 67, if I'm not mistaken, when Ali refused to go to that Vietnam War, you see what they did to Ali. So we had to know that history was going to repeat itself. But a lot of single moms is like, man, my boy is turning 18. I got a 21-year-old child. My other son is 23, and I know it shakes you up. But remember who's in charge. I remember when I was in school, when they started all that mess, man, them recruiters would come up there. Man, I ran them recruiters off so fast. And that's how they get you also with the military. And this is no disrespect to my veterans on here, whether you Navy, Army. I love you, no disrespect. Y'all already know that when I talk, no disrespect. But they promise you all this and show you all these benefits. Oh man, when you get out, you have a good job, good money. You get this, you get that. When it's time for you to buy a house, if you make it back. How many men was promised that back then and they never made it back home alive? I'm just being real, y'all. Or you come back all broken up. Or you come back and your mind is all messed up. You having nightmares and all kind of bad dreams. You come back and you got to be on this and be on that, and they push that on you. But this is supposed to be the land of the free, home of the brave, freedom of speech. But this ain't nothing but the Bible showing us once again, revelation revealing the setup for the Antichrist, the mark of the beast. You see what time it is. If you've been watching, you already knew this was coming. I said this a long time ago. I would never be shocked if they start drafting again. Here it is. I can't remember what year I said that. Sister Mom, you asked me, JT, if they started that in the 40 and up generation, 50 up, come on, you too old. That's why they cutting that limit off at 26, 18 to 26. But to answer your question, even if I was still in my 20s or my 30s right now, my answer would be, you guys just gonna take me to the penitentiary. I'd rather serve time in prison than to serve for this country. That's just real talk. I would not put my life on the line and fight a war that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'll be just like Ali. You just gonna have to give me a felony and time in prison. I got a better chance surviving in the penitentiary than going out there getting my head blown off or coming back all messed up behind a wall, being shot, being gunned down, or being blown up with hand grenades over something that ain't got nothing to do with me. Why would I want to go fight somebody else's war when the real fight is over here? And America's so quick. I mean, U.S. so quick to just help everybody else, but you overlook the ones who fought for you. You overlook the ones and treat the ones so bad that went to the military, that is a veteran. I got a problem with that. Like I said years ago, that's sad. And I believe Chris Rock was the first one I heard say this. You telling me I can't have a burr, I can't have a drink, but I can go overseas, I can go to the army, I can get my head blown off, I can go fight in war, but I can't have a drink. See how twisted that is? But now they talking about drafting again. So once again, it haven't went all the way in effect because they wait on the House. But do I believe it's gonna happen? I'm not trying to wish nothing bad on nobody. Y'all already know that. But do I believe it's gonna happen? Yeah. And the reason why I be talking about this stuff so much because I watch. You have to realize things got to get worse. I'm gonna tell this to somebody who may not know this. The things got to continue to get worse. Why? Because there have to be a false peace that comes in. It's gonna be false peace of the Antichrist. There's gonna be a peace treaty signed. There's gonna be the Antichrist gonna take a turn. Satan gonna take a turn on his own. All hell gonna break loose. So it got to look real bad so it can look like it's being straightened up by the false peace, as the Bible teaches us. And then with it all said and done, it ain't gonna be good for the wicked. Thanks, we just gotta hold on. We gotta hold on. Your faith, the just shall live by it, by that faith. We ain't seen nothing yet. Keep living. So ain't no telling what the government gonna do next. And that's why they making all these new laws. Come on, man. Remember, let's go all the way back to Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. The Antichrist came to change times and laws. Why do you think they keep changing so many things? The Antichrist. Notice I didn't say the Christ because Christ wasn't worried about this system. Christ taught kingdom, his father's kingdom, the kingdom of Yah. That's what he taught. He went, what I just talked about earlier, he went against this beast system. This is the beast system, and they doing any and everything they got to do to try to win. See, in the Bible, it calls them their lives. We don't want to talk real like that. How they died in the faith. How they was look at the 3 Hebrew boys, how they was stoned in the furnace, in the come on. How they went against the government. They went against the officials. They went against the authority. What you gonna do? What am I gonna do? And that's how I'm gonna leave on that note. Y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.